Good evening. This is Matt VA3MHB, net control station for the Kingston Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night net. The Kingston Amateur Radio Club Tuesday night net is an informal net that meets at 19:30 hours every Tuesday evening on the KARC repeater, VE3KBR. We welcome participation by all amateurs. Before continuing, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now.
This is VE3 Golf Oscar Matthew. I have a piece of priority traffic.
By all means, go ahead, Ron.
This is a very sad piece of traffic. I just got a notice via email from some sources, reliable sources. We have lost one of the amateurs in the Kingston area. There's a silent key. VE3SIW Victor Echo 3 Sierra India Whiskey, Mike Lambert, has passed away. I do not know any details of the circumstances, and I don't know any of the arrangements, but many of you will know Mike. He was a long-time emergency medical technician on the ambulances and did a lot of public service. And I hadn't heard him on the air recently, but it was passed on to me. I would ask for a few seconds of silence on the repeater, Matthew, if we could, please, and then I'll have you pick it up. But that's a silent key again, Mike Lambert, VE3 Sierra India Whiskey.
Okay, very good, Ron. I guess we can do that right now. We'll give it a few moments of silence for Mike, and then we'll continue on. Okay, continuing on. The purpose of the net is to take check-ins to inform you of KARC activities and to provide news of interest to radio amateurs. Information about KARC may be found on the website ve3kbr.com or by contacting any of our club executive members. I will take check-ins given priority to mobiles, portables, and stations checking in via Echolink or IRLP. When checking in, please give your call sign phonetically if I don't know you, your name and location, and indicate whether you have any traffic or announcements for the net. So, having said that, are there any stations using Echolink or IRLP wishing to check in? Please call now. Okay, hearing nothing, are there any mobiles or portables wishing to check in? Please call now.
KB2, KHR mobile.
VA3XRY portable, good evening.
Alpha 3, Juliet, Golf Juliet, no traffic.
Okay, I have Ed, Shannon, and Carl. Did I miss anybody? Okay, going up to Ed. Come on in.
Thank you and good evening. No, I don't have any traffic for the net. I just thought I'd stop by and give you a check-in. I'll turn it back to you and thank you. KB2 KHR mobile.
Okay, thanks very much, Ed. Always glad to hear you there. You're always glad to hear your melodious tones there, checking into the net, as always. Shannon, V3XRY, come on in.
Good evening, Matthew and the rest of the net. Call sign Victor Alpha 3 X-Ray Romeo Yankee, Shannon, Highway 15 and 401. Portable, Just enjoying the last little bit of light here. I echo Ron's concerns about Mike there. Mike was a good friend of mine, and I actually have one of his portable radios, not the one I'm talking on now, but he was always willing to lend a helping hand, and I was very sad about losing him there, but the memories are good. So VA3 Extra, way back to bed, and good to hear you back too, Matthew.
Okay, very good, Shannon. And good to hear you, as always. And Carl, it's the first time I heard you check in, portable or mobile. Go ahead, Carl.
I guess you can call it a portable mobile. Now, I'm just pulling into Elginburg, just finishing up the day's work here. We're working at Gannon Knockway there, Milling Highway 2 there. So it was a long night, but I just got to do some paperwork, and I'll be heading home very shortly.
Okay, very good, Carl. And good to hear you as always. All right, well, let's see if we have any other mobile portables before we move on to the others. So one more check for any mobile or portable stations. Please call now. Okay, hearing nothing, let's open her up to any base stations. Any base stations wishing to check in, please call now.
E3KC. E3CAK. E3 Golf Oscar. E3 Mike Uniform Delta. VA3QX.
Okay, I have Steve, V3KC. I have John, V3CAK. I have Ron, V3GO. I have Ian, V3MUD. And I have V3QX. I'm sorry, the name escapes me. I think it's Herman. I could be wrong. And so, that's a good bunch there. We'll hold it there for a second and we'll go up to Steve. Good evening, Steve.
Good evening, Matt. Thanks for being there, and Ron, thanks for making the announcement. I was going to make it had you not been there. Mike was 58, so he's he was a little younger than where you and I are, Ron, and a couple of others on the net. But I've known Mike a long time, long before there were front comms and different groups here. Way back when he and his wife were still together, I helped her buy a computer at the Queen's store when I worked in Dupuis, and I would keep in touch with them and help with that, and helped him with stuff like that for a good long time. And I can think going way back to when he first got licensed. So it's very sad to hear, that's for sure. That was going to be, as I said, my announcement. So other than that, at this point, Matt, I don't think I have anything other than the fact that I've been spending more time than I wish solving some computer issues this week and last. And I think I'm finally over that. I hope so anyway, because it was took a lot of time, effort, and energy. So I'll